Kimberly Cuevas. Court is calling 2025 CR 008801 State versus Kimberly Cuevas. Could I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Jorge Canales for Ms. Cuevas.
And are you Ms. Cuevas?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have it, and I have it.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Cuevas, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? How? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, yeah.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Ms. Cuevas, did you review the court's admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled person, bodily injury as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, yeah.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Cuevas, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2025 PF 09696. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's been no contact with Evelyn Reyna and Robert Reyna. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Correct.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? All right, do you want to discuss that with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, my client is going through a divorce proceedings, and she was trying to get primary custody of her child. And I believe
Both my kids.
both children,
Oh, I have nothing to do with what they do on the civil side.
it has to be addressed in the civil side.
I won't be able to have sole custody, but can.
So here's the thing. I don't know what they will do with your case on the civil side. All I can tell you is legally, with an affirmative finding of family violence, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If there's a custody issue that's going on the civil side, if opposing counsel sees somebody has an affirmative finding of family violence, that makes their case easier, depending on what's going on. What I can tell you is all things equal. If one person has an affirmative finding of family violence and the other person doesn't, then the court is supposed to take note of that. And that person who has the affirmative finding of family violence, they're not supposed to be designated as primary custodial parent. You want to discuss it with
Yes,
your
ma'am.
attorney? All right, I'll have you all sit back. All right, counsel, with regards to your client? All right, it should come forward, please. All right, the court is back on the record in 2025 CR 008801, State versus Kimberly Cuevas. All right. And Ms. Cuevas, where we stopped, the court was giving you the consequences of an affirmative finding of family violence. And it appeared you need to discuss that with your attorney. Have you had a chance to discuss that with your attorney?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And counsel, does she have a civil attorney?
She does.
Does she need to discuss this with her civil attorney before we continue?
I would like to, but I don't think that I'd get a hold of him right away.
Well, what we can do, if there's no objections, we can recall this for Thursday.
Okay, yes, I'd like to talk to him.
All right. We'll bring you back on Thursday. Okay. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kimberly Cuevas.
Very good.
All righty. All right, I need the plea paperwork for her. All right, are y'all still going to proceed with the plea?
We are, Your Honor.
All right. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 008801, State versus Kimberly Cuevas. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Jorge Canales in defense.
And are you Ms. Cuevas?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Ms. Cuevas, where we left off, I believe on Tuesday,
Yeah.
was I had gone over the plea bargain agreement with you. And according to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State is recommending deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2025 PF 09696. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Evelyn Reyna and Robert Reyna. Now, the sticking point for you was the affirmative finding of family violence. With an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to possess any weapons or ammunition. And with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated primary custodial parent. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And so it was the court's understanding. We had this conversation. The court gave you time to speak with your civil attorney.
Yes,
Did
Judge.
you have time to speak with your civil attorney?
Yes, Judge.
And did you have time to speak with your defense attorney here?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So do you understand fully what an affirmative finding of family violence will mean? That's either yes or no.
Yes, Judge.
All right. And knowing that, do you understand that to be your plea in this court?
Yes, Judge. Can I just ask for the no contact order against Robert Reyna changed to non-injurious
No.
contact? Because we have
Because
children.
this is your plea bargain agreement. So what is in your plea bargain agreement is everything that's above the line. So according to the plea bargain agreement that you entered into, there's to be no contact with Evelyn Reyna and Robert Reyna. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Judge.
And defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
And knowing everything about the affirmative finding of family violence, knowing that the court, if the court follows your agreement, there's going to be no contact with Robert Reyna and Evelyn Reyna. Do you still wish to continue with the plea?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it
Yes, Judge.
and sign it in both places?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be 200 hours of community service restitution. the BIPP, a TAP evaluation, follow all recommendations in parenting classes. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Judge.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state offers into evidence, State's Exhibit 1 with all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Judge.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand by entering into this plea, the state would not be presenting any witnesses? Their witnesses would be in the form of just police reports. Did you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we asked the court to consider probating some of the fine and some of the community service hours due to the fact that the young children that she has to care for would take up some time.
All right. How old are your children?
I have a 6-week-old and a 3-year-old.
All right. And are you employed?
Stay-at-home mom.
So how are you supporting yourself?
I have savings from the beginning of the year, and then my parents are my biggest support system.
All right. So do you live with your parents?
No, I have my own place.
All right. So why did this happen?
There's always been history of domestic violence between my husband and I.
But I don't understand, how does the domestic violence between you and your husband result in an injury to a juvenile?
Well, I feel like he put her in the middle, but I have no,
What do you mean he put her in the middle?
during our altercation, she was in the passenger seat the whole time and he opened the door and was trying to shove our son into the car. So he put her in the middle and then I was upset. I don't have a good reason as why I went after her, but it was in the moment, I was really upset. So
All right. And how old is she?
at the time she was 12.
Excuse me. Do you need a cough drop? No. You sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The court is going to sentence you to a $1,500 fine. That will be probated. The court will sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. Proof of employment within 60 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Evelyn Reyna and Robert Reyna. You'll need to find a third party for visitation. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of parenting classes. The remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied once you complete BIPP. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. All right. Was there any alcohol or drugs involved in this?
Just marijuana.
All right. When's the last time you used marijuana?
That day, March 13th, 2025.
So if you're drug tested today, is it going to be clean? Yeah. All right. There's going to be a TAP evaluation, follow all recommendations.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I've already completed parenting classes.
All right, you'll need to provide that to probation.
Oh.
Okay. Is there anything else that's needed, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, thank you.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Judge.
All right, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. When children are involved, adults need to think with clear heads, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because the 12-year-old doesn't need to be involved in this, right?
Yes.
Your younger children don't need to be involved in this as well. So I know there's a parenting app. That's what they're probably going to have you all use to communicate. And probation, if on the civil side they want them to communicate through the parenting app, I will allow contact with the father of the children, but it has to be through the app. It's still not in person, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And there'll still be no contact with Evelyn, though.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.